Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we can start. I'm
Yes,
ready.
ma'am.
Okay. Kirti ma'am is there?
Good morning, Priyanka ma'am.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
We'll start in next 5 minutes. The YouTube link is on. We are allowing the participants to join in. So,
Okay, no problem.
from you before we start, ma'am.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Priyanka, ma'am.
Good morning.
So we are getting all set for today's session.
Yes, yes.
Everyone is really looking forward to this.
Okay. Thank you so much. बकेट मध्ये ठेवून दे. अच्छा. बंद कर म्हणजे मी सांगते.
Kirti ma'am and ma'am, good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, can we start with the session? It's 10:30.
So just give me 2 more minutes. We are waiting for the YouTube, people to join the YouTube link.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Aisha ma'am? Aisha ma'am, we are ready to.
म्यूट है ना, म्यूट है वो लोग। अच्छा, म्यूट कुछ बोल रही है, लगता है बोल रही है, म्यूट में है। आयशा मैम अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ। आयशा मैम अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ।
All right, I believe I'm audible now. All right, so good morning, everybody. My name is Aisha, and I am a faculty with the Band Sangha's Ramanath Paide College of Hospitality Management Studies, and I'm here to welcome all of you. I'm here to firstly welcome our Higher Education Committee, our resource person, Ms. Priyanka Khandekar, Principal RPH, Ms. Sayogita Morarji, who's with us on the meet, our principals of other institutes and faculties of other institutes who have joined us on a YouTube link as well, all my colleagues and my lovely students. So again, a very warm welcome to all of you to our flower arrangement workshop, Buds and Blooms. All right. So before I move ahead, I would like to just mention to all our participants, I know we are all quite well versed with the online format now, but requesting all of you to keep yourselves muted. All right. And if possible, I would love to have all your video cameras on. So if all the participants here could put their cameras on, it would be really lovely to have everybody, being seen over here. So if you all can also put your videos on.
Priyanka ma'am, are we ready?
All right.
Yeah, we are ready.
Okay, so
Okay.
ma'am, we can start with the demo.
Yes. Priyanka ma'am, yes, I would like to first go ahead and introduce you because you being our resource person for the day, I would love to first share about you to all the participants who are here today. So, all of you, we have Miss Priyanka Khandekar, who is going to be conducting this beautiful flower arrangement workshop for us. She is a Bachelor of Science from the University of Mumbai, and she is also a diploma holder from the Institute of Floral Design, IFD. She's currently also working at IFD right now, and she's also a visiting faculty for flower arrangement at various colleges, one of which is our very own college, the RPH. We have other colleges as well, like the Kohinoor Institute of Hotel Management, ITM Hotel Management Colleges, Sheila Raheja Institute, Teachers Association of Japanese Language, and much more. So she has a total of about 15 plus years of experience with her, wherein she's been doing a lot of flower arrangement classes. She's been conducting these workshops and demonstrations for over 10 plus years now. And she also has a lot of Ikebana skills. What is Ikebana? I'm sure all of us are going to learn much more in detail. once the session starts. So she also has a master's from Ohara School of Ikebana from Japan. She underwent a special Ikebana training from Tokyo in Japan. She is a committee member of the Bombay chapter of Ohara School of Ikebana, and she is practicing Ikebana for the past 22 years. So that is a lot of expertise for us, Ms. Priyanka Khandekar, and we really are very humbly, we thank you for actually accepting this invitation, and we are looking forward to this wonderful workshop from you. Thank you so much, Ms. Priyanka. Over to
My
you.
pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure for me to conduct the workshop with students because I enjoy teaching. So that's why I just like to do this. Thank you so much. So shall we start now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first we are going to start with Ikebana because Ikebana has a lot like basic measurements and angles which are supposed to be followed. So but what is Ikebana? So what is Ikebana is everybody knows a rough idea that is it is a Japanese flower arrangement. But Ikebana actually started with Chinese. They started actually initially because its base is like they used to arrange some flowers and put it in front of the Buddha. So that is how it originated. But later on, it traveled to Japan and more practiced in Japan. So now, whenever we say Ikebana, it is called Japanese flower arrangement. So the basic rules and regulations are a lot, and there are many schools which teach and practice Ikebana in Japan. There are Ohara School, which is my school, Ohara, Sogetsu, Ikenobo, Kado, Ikebana International. Lot of schools are there. Almost more than 200 schools are there which practice in Japan. So we have chapters in Mumbai of Ohara School and Sogetsu School. In India, major cities like Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad, uh, Calcutta, everywhere these chapters are there. So they are all are learning and practicing Ikebana. So I have been doing it and learning and teaching both still uh, from Ohara School of Ikebana, Mumbai chapter. So we will start with our basic arrangement, which teaches us how to basically when the students start Ikebana, we teach them this arrangement so that they will understand the basic measurements and the angles which are supposed to be followed. So we are going to do our first arrangement is called rising form arrangement, which is as the word says, the rising means the material which grows in nature in the rising form, or we can call it as a tall material, or we can always say it's a lying material because it depicts the line. So today I'm using this gladiolas for my first line. Gladiolas usually what we when we use in Ikebana, we do not use all fully bloomed lines. We emphasize on the beautiful curves and the gracefulness of that flower or the line. So that's why if they are fully open, then you can't see that. So we are usually using the line flowers which have some birds there. So either one or two flowers open and the remaining are buds. So right now is not a season for gladiolas, so you don't get very good gladiolas right now. It will start coming after another, I think 15-20 days, it will start coming. So whatever we have got today, so I'm using this one and we are going to measure the line. As I said, measurements are there. So I'm going to measure the line with the container. So my container's height I'm taking first. So I'm just roughly measuring. It doesn't have to be very accurate, but the rough measurement should be there. So this is the height of the container, which is I'm measuring from here. And then from here, I'm measuring the width or the length of the container. So diameter of the container. So that diameter I'm taking 1 time plus half time. So diameter I have taken 1 plus half, and then I'm going to cut my stem. Usually they are cut under water so that the main reason is that as soon as it opens, it starts absorbing water immediately. So that is why they are cut under water before they are put in the either pin holder or the foam or anything else. See now here this is a D-shaped container and I'm using this pin holder. So usually we get this. This is like lifelong thing which we can insert the flowers in, and the flowers will stay in place. So this is the pin holder, and this is the center of the pin holder where I have put the small stem. I wanted to show you that I'm putting my this stem just behind the center. Now this arrangement I'm doing from your side. Some of the arrangements I will do from my side and then turn and show it to you. Because when we use foam, we cannot change the flowers often, because once the hole is made, it is there, so permanently there. So that's what. But in pin holder, you can do that you can always remove it and use it again. So this is the first line which is going tall in the center of the just behind the center of the pin holder. So this is the even the pin holder is in the center of this container. So this is going top. So that is the rising form. This line we call in our exam like subject line. So main line is called subject line. So initially there was like earth, man, and heaven. So these three things were followed, and as per that the flowers were arranged. But nowadays they don't call it earth, heaven, and man. They are using subject, object, that kind of words. So it is slightly modernized now. So now I'm going to use my object. So this was my subject and this is my object. So this object is a rose flower, usually a single-headed flower. So there is one flower, one stem, one flower. Okay. So I'm going to use this as my object line. So object is the measurement again. So here we have put at a straight angle. So object is going to be at the 45-degree angle. So it will be coming forward. But the measurement is the 1/3 of this line. So how to measure that 1/3? So I'm making 3 parts of this line. Okay. Everybody can see it? So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. So 1/3. So how to take 1/3? So I'm making 3 parts, and I'm going to measure 1 part from the bottom. So that I'm putting the head of the flower down, so that I can cut wherever I want to cut. If I try to measure it like this, I'll be fiddling with it, and then I may not get the perfect measurement. So you have to measure it upside down, and always keep little bit, because sometimes what happens is in pin holder, you put the flower and then it is not staying properly. Then you can take it out and again put it. So that time you have to cut the stem. Maybe you have to cut the stem again. So this is the 45-degree angle. How I will show you easily. It can be understood. So this is the which has the angle of straight angle, and then if we put this line, it will show you as a 90 degrees, right? Can you see that? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This is 90 degrees. So whatever is coming in between approximately will be at 45 degrees. So that is very easy to understand and put it in the flower. Then now the whatever flowers I will put, that I will put in between these two lines. Nothing will go beyond this and nothing will go behind this. So I'll start adding now gladiola. So now we are going to gradually make it shorter, so that it gives the depth to the arrangement. And all these flowers especially in this arrangement, all the flowers are in one line. So the last is what subject line, and in front of that every line will come. Only the angles will slightly differ. So it will not be exactly in front of the first line. It will be on the side, slightly on the side. Okay, and always forward. So if after putting, I will show you that how it is going forward and keeping the distance and arranging it properly. So we're not getting good flowers apart in this last one. Okay, so now I'm going to use the third line, which is shorter than the second one. And again, I'm putting it in the same line here, but the angle will be on this side. So don't go too much outside the container. It should not go. So when you see it from this angle, you can see all the 3 lines clearly, right? I'll just move this one. Okay, so all the 3 lines are clearly visible. So they have their own space. They are not cramped up together. So that is what Ikebana is In Ikebana, we say we give flowers their breathing space, their own breathing space. Now in gladiola come with the leaves. But when you cut the gladiola, sometimes the leaves get cut. So you should remove them in advance and then you can arrange them in the design with the. Now today we have very small and short in the length gladiolas. So I'm just using these leaves for each line. So each line should have at least one leaf. Usually you can give them the shape slightly so that they look nice and natural. Okay. So each gladiola will have one leaf at least. That is what I will try to put. I guess I have 3 leaves, so I can put them. Okay, so these were the leaves of the gladiola. Now I'm going to use the rose group. So we have each group. See, now this is what happens sometimes when you don't get good gladiola. They usually the stem, see at the base the stem has become smudgy, so it falls down. So what should we do like for this? So use a small stem and take a small rubber band. Okay, just behind that line, and then you just put it with the rubber band, and then you have a double stem so that it will now fix in the arrangement properly. So it happens sometimes because the stems are thin. Now that's what I said. Nowadays they are getting slightly thinner lines. So that's why. So now I'm going to add 2 more roses to my design. So the second one I'm going to add, which will be slightly taller but shorter than this one. So we can go right from the side. And then the second one will be these are the shorter one. So these are very nice and firm roses. The leaves are also good. So we can keep the leaves. Otherwise, if the leaves are not good, you should always cut them off because otherwise that will make if the leaf is not good, it will make the arrangement look very shabby. So you have to remember that if the leaves are not good, we should cut them. Now the third one is the short rose, which is I'm keeping it on the other side. I'll just check from my side once again all the flowers are in the position, and then so these are all the flowers which we have used in the first arrangement. Now I'm going to add little bit of greenery, not much, because this basic arrangement when we teach the students, they should learn the angles and the placement and the measurements. So that's why not much of the material is used. With less material, we are supposed to do the arrangement. So that's what I'm trying to do now, and I'm just adding one line of this greenery. This is called, the name of botanical name is Muraya. The common name in the market is Kamini. So it is called Kamini Patta everywhere. So you get it in the flower market. Even the florists have, local florists also have it because these are easily available here. So we get this. So we can make use of them and just arrange one line so that it will give that special effect to the whole design, because only flowers we are using, so it should give that special effect. I think one of the leaves I will just cut from the rose because they are okay. So now this is our first arrangement. It is Hanaisho rising form, which has subject line. So from the side of the container, if you take the line, like this is called imaginary dome. We call it imaginary dome. Then it will, all the material, whatever we have put, it is inside. Even here also it is inside. So that is also an imaginary line. So this is our first arrangement, which is Hana Isho rising form. Okay. Now we will go for the second arrangement.
Okay, so basically the Ikebana, rightly mentioned by ma'am, is a Japanese flower arrangement, which basically they used to make to offer the arrangements to Lord Buddha, right?
Yes.
This is basically their spiritual process more than decorative thing. It is more into spiritual process, which was done so that they could come close to nature. Also, the principles of this arrangement is that they believe in minimum. So you will see that there are very less flowers or fillers or foliage added in it, and basically there are three steps, the three lines which dominates these arrangements. Basically, they are the first is known as the heaven, the second level is known as the man, and the third level is known as the earth level. Ma'am has already explained us the measurements, that the first arrangement should be twice the twice the measurement of the vase, whether it is a horizontal or a vertical vase. Then one and a half times of the first line, that is the heaven, should be the man, and one time should be the earth. Ma'am, would you like to add something more into this?
Yeah, actually, they usually use odd number of stems, like flowers or even branches or something. Right nowadays, they started using even number, but like we have learned from the old school kind of thing. So we always have that in mind. So 3, 5, 7, like that. Usually it is used. I don't know what was the reason, but the material is used like that. That is 3 stems or 5 stems. Even material also, when like you are using 3 kinds of material or 5 kinds of material, it used to be like that. Right now they have changed a little bit because everything is changing. So little bit modernization and all. So they have now started using even number of material as well. But initially it was like that. So I
Thank you,
will
ma'am,
just
for the update. Are we ready for the next arrangement?
yeah, we are ready. Yeah, we are ready.
So the
So
next
I'll just
arrangement which we will be doing is the Western style arrangement, where the principles of design, the principles of design are followed, where it is called as proportion, balance, harmony, scale, rhythm, and focal point.
correct. So in this arrangement, we are, as we know that in Western style, lot of shapes are used. So basically, whatever we see with the florist, which they use a triangular shape or a circular shape, mostly they are followed like horizontal shape. So all these shapes are followed in Western style. Even they have some type of rules and regulations. There, all the principles should be followed. Just now ma'am told you about all the principles. All those principles should be followed, and then the shapes are also carried out. So you go as per the shape. So like as I said, vertical, horizontal, then triangular, circular, oval, then one more is crescent shape, like the half moon, and then the Hogarth's curve. Hogarth's curve is something like S shape. So today I'm going to show you Hogarth's curve, S shape. It is done in a tall container, because otherwise you will not get that S shape. So first the foam is used. So the floral foam which we use is, this is the floral foam. I think most of the people know this because all the florists use them. This is the one which I'm using. It's a Oasis product, that is Smithers Oasis company product. It is a really nice foam because it holds water a lot. Right now you can see that it is very light, but if you try to when you soak it in the water, when you soak it in the water, it becomes very heavy. So it absorbs lot of water, so you cannot hold it with the hand easily. So the brick size foam you get in the market, that you can cut and use as per your requirement. Whenever you are, I will just add one hint over here. Whenever you are soaking the foam, fill the bucket almost 3/4 with water, and just drop the foam in the water. Do not try to push it with your hand, because when you push it with your hand, all the bubbles start coming up, and then the inside part of that foam does not get water. It is already, it stays dry. So when you take it out and put the flowers in it, sometimes your stems may be in that dry area, then it will not get water, it will not be hydrated, then the flower will die soon. So that precaution you have to take. Drop it from a distance in the bucket, leave it there. It takes only one minute to soak the water, and it absorbs, one brick of foam absorbs almost 7 liters of water. Okay, so it is very heavy. Sorry, 7 times its own weight. That is 2 liters of water. So it becomes saturated with water and it stays longer time. The only thing is you need to add water later on after a day or so. Just check, touch the foam and see if it is dry. Then add water from the back side of the design and it will have water again. So that was the special this thing about the foam. Now I have cut the foam as per my container size. And whenever you are using foam, you need to cover it with the greenery, because otherwise it looks very dirty, just foam and then the flowers. So cover it with the greenery so that it will become a part of that your design. So I'm using this English font to cover the foam. I have done slightly pre-done half the side so that we can finish I can show you more designs. So I'm just doing it, and now I'm going to cover it. So do not go too long in this. We call it as a basing. So basing the foam. So basing material whenever you are putting, do not put it too long, because then what will happen? Your base will become heavier than your design. So your design is more important, not the base. So try to put shorter lines in that so that it will be compact with the material. Now here I have put which is slightly coming out, so I'm going to just cut that and put it inside of it. So we can just, and these materials are very easy to use. They are easily available. This English one is easily available in the market, and it really covers the foam very nicely because it has that dark green color and it stays there also very nicely. So this is the material which we are using. Now we will slightly talk about the principles of floral design. They are, the first one is, we can say, as a composition or the organizing things. So whenever you are doing any arrangement, first make a sketch of your design. First you have to see where you want to do it. Because if you are doing for lobby, then it will be all round arrangement, because everybody will see from all the sides. If it is at the reception counter, then it can be one-sided view. So as per that, a small guest room if you are doing, then it will be a small arrangement. So as per the requirement, you have to sketch the design as per the requirement, as per the colors of the room, because everything matters. Colors and on the drapes in that room, the color of the walls, everything matters. So if you keep that into mind and then do the arrangement, it will really look nice. So that is very important when you are designing the arrangement. So design it that way. Draw a rough sketch of it, and then start collecting the material what you want, which type of container, which type of flowers, which type of foliage. So all these things matter in this. And so even Western style of arrangements also have all these things included. Then only there follows, because it's a big industry right now. If you see on the net, you will understand how big it is. It's all over the world. People are practicing flower arrangement. They have schools, they have exams of that. Even for Western style also, they have exams and they have certification. So it's not just a flower arrangement done by locally. So if you want to achieve something different, then you need to learn all these things and then achieve. Or if you have good aesthetic sense, then also you can do that. So it depends on the interest of the person, how much you want to learn, how much you want to extend your expertise into it. So just keep doing it. So now I have covered my four almost, because now flowers also will come. So I'm just keeping some space. If we need, then I can add later on. Usually I try to do it before, because afterwards, after putting flowers, it is very difficult to put your hand through and then put the bending material. So at least 75% you should cover, and then you start your design. Now for Hogarth's curve, as I said, it's a S-shaped curve. So why it is called Hogarth's curve? Because the Dr. William Hogarth, he was an artist or painter, and he used to use this S line in his design a lot. So he named that line, that S-shaped line, as a line of beauty. So that's why his name is given to that design. So that the line of beauty is it's S-shaped arrangement. So now I'm going to use to depict that shape. I'm using this palm leaf. This is called Erica palm. Erica palm you can see everywhere in our surroundings, even in the market, flower market also you will get it with the florist. So I'm just cutting it here, cutting straight so that I can have that line which I want to show. So here we have to remember when you are doing this shape, you have to cut the line straight. Do not try to cut it like from this side, from the like triangular shape. So triangular shape will not give you the Hogarth's curve. So we need to cut it straight. Like this is the rim of the leaf, and I have cut the leaf in the same parallel way. Okay. So the second side I'm just going to cut now. So Areca palm is a really very good and very versatile material. In this other way, what you can do is you can always weave these leaves and then also make use of. So then you don't have to cut them. So you can weave them and then use them. So weaving is like the mat. We just one up, one leaf up, one leaf down, like that. You have to go one up, one down, like this, and you see. See like this, then the second leaf up and down, so that then it will become a compact leaf. It takes time, effort, special effort, because you have to hold on the leaves properly, but it looks very beautiful when you do it. So you can go for the first, after the first leaf, you can go with the second leaf and just leaf. These are leaflets actually, they are called leaflets, and these leaflets will weave through, and then just till the top you keep weaving it. So the next leaf you have to take, and then you will get that compact shape with the leaf. So if you are, whenever you have extra leaves, or if you have a plant at home or in your surrounding, just get one leaf and try to weave it like this. So when you go up to the end, it gives really nice look, and then you don't have to cut it as I'm cutting right now. Areca palm can be cut in very different ways also. Like triangular, you must have seen with the florist, they usually they cut in a triangular shape and they put it behind as their base for the arrangement or the bouquet. Even for the bouquet also they make. So this is quite versatile material. It bends easily. You can bend it and use it. Lot of things can be done with it. So the options are endless. So it's up to you, your creativity, what you can create with it. Okay. So these are the two leaves which we are going to use today for our shape. So the first shape which I'm going to use, again here also the measurements are important. Even in Western style, they use this basic measurement, which will be the 1.5 times the height of the container, 1 and then the half. So from the side it is going to be half. So up to here. And whenever you are using foam, you need 2 inches extra. Otherwise, you will be the short. When you insert the line in the foam, it will look shorter. So always have 2 inches extra for the foam insertion. Okay. So now this will be my first line, and then the second line will be almost half. It should come up to because my container's height is more important here. So I'm just going to cut it. Let us see how long we need it. So this arrangement I'm trying to do from my side. I'll just turn it and show it to you. Okay, so a little bit more I think I need to cut because then I cannot insert it. And you can cut this shape even if you want closer. If you have a very big container like a big metal vase or something, you can cut it slightly broader also. So it depends on the container size that how long you want to keep it. Okay, just try to give it some shape like this, but very gently. Otherwise, it will break. It does bend, but you have to do it very gently. So this is the kind of shape we are looking for. Can you see, all of you see the S shape? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the first line, I'm putting it from the top and in a slight angle so that it will be inserted properly. See, now this is giving that shape, and then the second line is going like this. So approximately in the same direction. So that it should look like as if it has gone inside from one side and it's coming out from the other side. So it should not be here so that it will look odd. Okay. So it should be just right in front of the first one. And just insert it from the middle. Okay, so the basic shape is formed with these lines. We can, if we have a bigger container, we can add 1 or 2 more lines with it. But right now, I don't feel the requirement. Let us see. After adding flowers, also, if we want, we can always add it in the design. Now, the second line which I'm going to use is my orchids. So everybody knows these orchids. These are called dendrobiums. These orchids are called dendrobiums. So it's from my side. So I will just again this arrangement is one-sided. So only viewed from the front side. So I'm just doing it from my side so that the flowers will be seen properly. So it will go as per the shape of the leaf. Okay. So the line is placed something like that. Then the second line also will be like this coming downward. Okay. So this will be my second line. Or maybe I will do it here. See, you can change the line, but just remember, don't put in the same hole which was made. See, now this is giving the perfect angle to it, and this will go down. Okay. So I have tried to put it. I will show you from this side as well. I'll just put this first here. So this will be the from your side. The flowers will be seen from that side in both the lines which we have put. Okay. So now we will just start with the other flowers in this. So I'm going to use now roses for my mask. So this kind of arrangement is called line and mask. Okay. So line and mask. So these are the lines. Now whatever at the base we are using the flowers. They are called mask flowers. So I'm going to use these beautiful roses. They are called Jumelia. The name of this rose is Jumelia. I know it is slightly odd name, but the growers give their name. So this is called Jumelia. So in this also what I'm trying to see is some of them are slightly closed but like this. Okay. Like this, and some are completely fully opened flowers. Like okay, so what whenever you are using something like this, what we should do is the tall flowers will be the buds or the smaller flowers, and then the fully bloom flowers will be at the base, closer to the base. Okay, so I'm going to use these. I will need two tall over there and one tall, small over there and one small over here. And whenever you are using roses, just remember if the petals are not good, remove them. They don't look nice in the arrangement. So you can remove the petals which are not good and then use the rose to make your arrangement look completely fresh, because roses usually the petals are very soft and delicate, so they get smudged, or while transporting and all that it really gets sometimes the outer petals become bad, so you have to remove them and then use it. Okay, so now I'm going to add these first the taller in the taller line, uh, the roses, but it will be from front side, so I'm going to add it from my side, but I will keep turning towards you in between, so don't worry, you will be able to see everything. So one by one we should go from here one side, one from there one side, so that it will be nice. You get nice curves and you get nice placement also. So I'm just going to do this over here first. Okay. And then the second one over here. And now we are coming the gradually lower. So the length of the stems will be shorter as you go down. Okay. So these are the two we need. And the foam is saturated very nicely, so you can insert the flowers very easily into it, and it really looks nice. I'll just turn it to your side and show how it is, how I'm building up this whole thing. Just one more flower and I think we are done. See now. So how I have arranged the roses, that you have to see. The first one was taller one, then the slightly shorter length, then again shorter, and then going downward. So it should flow kind of from the top to the bottom. So that flow should be there. Otherwise it won't look good. Okay. So I think we can do this also slightly lower. Okay. So I think these are done. Now we will add some filler material into it, so that filler material when you add, uh, it fills up the spaces, but it will not crowd the arrangement. So that is the way you should add it. Okay. So I'll just add some greenery into. So this is called gypsophila. So what we have used here is areca palm, then the orchids, and then the roses. So I'm going to add these. This is called gypsophila, which I'm going to add in the design now. keep this in the water. So this is what we are going to do now. So this will really make the arrangement, the whole arrangement will look nice because of the gypsophila. Gypsophila also known as baby's breath because it is as light as baby's breath. So that's why it is called gypsophila, baby's breath. So in market, if you go, if you say gypso also, you will get it. They know the name gypso and then they will give you, if you say baby's breath also, they will give you. So these both the names are, so you have to understand this because the market names are really matter because you should know what you want to buy. Otherwise, if you tell them that I want this, some different name which they don't understand, then it is difficult to get the material. So when you are doing these arrangements, you should remember to use the main material, line material. For the shapes, always use line material. Then you use the, oh, no power. Just today it happens. चालू है ना, ठीक है. I'm really sorry. There's a cut. I hope that you can see. All the days it happens today. I hope you can, all of you can see this from the front side. Is it visible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
yeah, because okay, because I'm really sorry. It's the power has been cut. I don't know why what happened just today. So what happened here now is the back side of the foam is slightly open, showing. So I'm just trying to finish it with the foam. सगळ्यांचं गेले? So finish the foam, cover the foam with basing so that we will not see the foam when we finish the arrangement. Always remember to finish it properly. The finishing touch is very important. If the foam is showing, it doesn't look nice. So try to finish it with the foam, covering the foam completely. So now I can just in between from the back side. So that's why I have done from front side, I had done completely, and then the back side where the flowers are there, we are doing it from the, so that it will get covered completely. Daru Gurda. All right, so this is done. The Western style arrangement is done. So I hope you can, all of you can see. I'll just step aside so that you can see the shape and then the whole arrangement. We don't know when it will come.
Okay, so
Okay.
till the time ma'am is getting ready for the next arrangement, I would request Ayesha ma'am to take over and have some small activity with the faculty members and the student attending the webinar.
Okay.
Ayesha ma'am.
So hi everybody. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Kirti ma'am. And thank you, Priyanka ma'am. I think the session is really informative. How are
Thank
you
you.
all enjoying the session, by the way? If I could have some responses from all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
How is
Yes,
it going?
ma'am.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, it's going good.
Yes, ma'am. It's going
Nice,
beautiful.
ma'am.
Nice, ma'am.
So hope you all are learning and hope you all are getting a good idea about all of these things. I think she's doing a really, really wonderful job. So thank you, Miss Priyanka. And while we give her time to prepare for the next arrangement, let me ask you all a quick question first. How many of us love flowers? Or rather, the question should be anybody who doesn't love flowers, right? I'm sure we all love flowers, right? ऐसा कोई भी है who doesn't like flowers? Very, very rare, I believe, right? So do we all love flowers? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And let's then test our love for flowers. So we say we all love flowers. So let's check how much we love flowers. So let me share my screen. And once I share it, you all can just quickly confirm to me if you all can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Yes,
visible.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It's visible.
All right. Okay. So here are a few quick questions for all of you, and you all can answer. Any one of you actually can unmute and answer. Okay. So are you all ready, everybody?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So very simple, basic questions. So let's see. Identify this flower, and I have a
Sunflower.
few
Sunflower.
options also. Which one?
Sunflower.
Flower.
Sunflower.
So
Red जरबेरा.
pretty easy one,
जरबेरा आणि
right? Very,
कार्नेशन
very
दोन्ही
easy. So
वेगळे.
this was the first
Yes.
one.
सेपरेट असतील बघ.
Okay. The next one. Identify this flower.
Daisy.
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 Everybody agrees to daisy?
Daisy.
Any other? Someone said daisy.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's Daisy.
It is daisy. Okay. So yes, the answer is the right answer. This beautiful white flower is called daisy. Third one.
Lotus.
Lotus.
Perfect.
Yes.
Lotus. Perfect answer. So yes, lotus. Superb. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Marigold.
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 Perfect. So great. You all are doing amazing without the options also. So marigold.
Mari-
Yes, perfect. Perfect. Any guesses for this one?
It's Daila.
The options
Dahlia.
can help you here.
The first one.
Dahlia.
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 Yeah. Anybody for any other answers? I have got Dahlia.
Dahlia. Dahlia, ma'am.
Okay, so everybody seems to be very, very good with their flowers. So yes, it is the right answer. Dahlia is the right answer. How about this one?
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. Okay, not very tough. Easy one again. Hibiscus is the right answer. Any other? Sorry, any other name for hibiscus? A name that we commonly use?
No.
Two flowers.
Chufla. Right, exactly. Perfect. How about this one?
Orchid.
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 Okay. So yes, orchid is the right answer. We've got 4 options here again.
Aster.
Aster,
Aster,
ma'am.
everybody goes with Aster. What does
Yes, ma'am.
everybody with
Yes, ma'am.
Aster?
Esther.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, Aster. Without the options, anybody can try this one.
Daffodil.
All right. Do we agree?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
that's the perfect answer. Good job. Daffodils.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tulip.
And this one?
Tulips.
Tulip.
Tulips.
Tulip.
You all are really, really amazing. So team. How about this one?
And the
Light
second
flower.
one.
Lilac. Lilac.
Lilac.
Black.
Yeah, somebody said the second one. It's not 1, 3, and 4, so obviously the second one. That logic is also works well at times. So yes, lilac is the answer. Any guesses here? With the options, any guesses?
Carnation.
Carnation.
Carnation, is everybody sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If this is carnation, then what are these?
Ma'am, first
Okay, so
one.
I'll give out the answer. This was chrysanthemum. Okay, and this one is the carnation flower. Okay, so here this one is carnation. So this was it, and this actually showed me that we really do love our flowers a lot. And I
Exactly
hope
what I was
Priyanka
going to
ma'am,
say.
we are ready to start.
Yeah. That's what I
All
was
right.
going to say. That yeah, you really love flowers. So I can say that you know all the flowers. Most of them you know.
Yes, I
So
guess
good.
they were really amazing at that.
Yeah.
All right, so over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, so I'm delighted that you all of you like flowers, love flowers, and you know a lot about them. So I'm really happy for that. So whenever I talk about something, you already know what I'm talking about. So now we are going to start with the abstract design. So abstract design is usually like some structure you have to create with either with foliage or with even dry sticks also you can create, or you can create with even the flowers, like heavy flowers are there. So everybody knows heliconias or something like long big flowers, orange color flowers. So we can make structures with anything. Actually there are a lot of things which you can use, and the options are like everybody's up to everybody's creativity. And this arrangement is also like it does have basic rule of like 1.5 times the length should be, but otherwise it does not have any rules as such. It's a free expression of a person's creativity. So you can use the shapes or the design of your kind and then make the arrangement. So what I have done here, I'm using a small transparent plastic container which I have been using for so many years. It's a very nice one. So when you don't want to like show your container, you can use something like this, so that main focus will be only on the design you are created, or the arrangement you have created. So I'm using this kamini patta to cover the foam. As I said, whenever you use foam, try to cover it with the greenery. These are all the foliage which we get in the market. Even kamini also easily available, so you can use this. There are a lot of things which can be used for this. Like English one I use, then you can use asparagus, or it's commonly it is known as sitavel. That also I think I will show you later on in the next arrangement. So sitavel, then bottle brush. So all these kinds of plants are there, which we can be used to cover the foam. Or even if you are in a hurry, you can take a big leaf and cover the foam from the side, so that you don't have to worry about all this covering. Okay. So this is what is done. I will show it later on that how that can be done. So now I'm going to start with my structure, so that structure. So how to create the structure? So what I'm going to use first, again, a palm variety. Palm has lot of varieties, and which are most of them are used in the floral design. So this is called umbrella palm because I'll show you why it is called umbrella palm. If you take the one leaf of it, see the top portion of the leaf, it's like an umbrella. So that's why this palm variety is known as umbrella palm. So I'm going to use this palm. Maybe all leaves are not used. I'm going to use some of the leaves and create the design or the structure first. So I will show you how I'm creating. You can create your own structure. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, you can create the structure. So first I'm going to use these lines, and actually I will keep the tallest one for the last. So first let us make shapes with these shorter ones. Because shorter these I'm going to use only the stems, not the leaves. So what you can do, see when you want to use the leaves, what you can do is hold all the leaves together like this and then just cut the leaf. Again, here if you are doing for a big lobby, you want to use the leaf as it is, you can use it. But I'm going to use it just for this small container. So I'm using it with this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in triangular shapes. You can use any shape like rectangular, triangular, or so again, I'm not measuring with the container size. I will show you later on how we can do that. Because I'm just trying to first create my shapes. So first is my triangular one, then the triangle second. And then again you have to gradually make it shorter and shorter. Nothing should be of same height, just remember that. So you will get depth in your design. Otherwise you will not get the depth and then you will be, it will look all same. So just try to remember that to create depth, you have to vary the lengths. Okay, so the second line. Then I'm going to use so what you can do when you're folding, now here I have folded over here. So you can reduce that length also so that you will get the smaller line. So, and when you are inserting in the foam, you can insert it in such a way that it doesn't look similar or of the same height. Okay, so these are the fourth one, the third one, sorry. I'm going to add next one. So that will be there. These are not easily available in the market, but there is one seller with whom you can pre-order actually, and pre-book, and then he will give you. So, but they are not as same length. These are from my building garden, which I had grown them. So that is why I got such a long length with it. Otherwise, you don't get such a long length. You have to grow them. So I'm going to start with the now lower portion. I'm just trying to add it at the base as well, going downward. Okay, slightly on this side. So it looks very nice. See this flower. We are going to use that as well, but let us see how well we can do it. So now I'm going to add this on the base again. There is length. So this is the structure which I have created. These are the four triangles over here. Here there are 6 triangles. I'm going to add one more triangle in front so that it will look nice, but it will be shorter one. So okay, so I will show you from your side how it looks. I'll just move away so that you can see the shapes. Okay. All right. So now we will start with the other material. So first, okay, first I will try to put the taller one now. So why I did not measure it, because I can put the taller lines now as per the design has been created. So where I want to put them now, I can decide and then I can put it. So I'm just measuring it upside down. I want up to this height actually. So that when you are using slightly thinner lines, always remember that you can make it slightly taller. So it depends, because visually it will look around the same height of the container. What has to do actually? Which will be taller and which have flowers on top. So it looks good on top when you use it. Again, you go slightly shorter. So never two lines are of same height. Okay. All right. So this is what we have given the height to the design, and then we can add one more line on the other side so that that also will extend. Let us see if I can extend with this. Otherwise, I will take another one. Yeah, I think so. And then if I need, I can always add later on just the tall lines without any, what we can say, without any flower on top of it. We can add it like this. So if you want to increase the length or the height, you can go like this taller also. So it depends on the size of the container and the place where you are going to keep it. So all these things do matter when you are doing the flower arrangement. So just not just for the sake of this thing flowers we are using. We have a thought in that. We have a procedure in that, and we follow all the principles and elements and principles of the floral design. Okay, so let us see if we can add later on. Otherwise, we will not add. Now I'm going to add my next material, which will be heliconias. So these are the heliconias. This is a tropical flower which we are going to use. The like orchids, we use orchids. Orchids are also tropical flowers. Okay. That's why you get them mostly in Singapore. They are grown now. We also have in India lot of flowers. In orchids, lot of varieties also we have. So let me see how I can use. So this is called heliconia. The leaves are really great, but these leaves curl very fast. So we are not using them right now, at least in our design. So let me see where I can cut. So now I will go shorter than this tall line which I have put. So it will be shorter now. And slowly gradually I will go down with the material. So that is how you get the depth in your design. Just remember that. Now this leaf is really nice, but I can't keep it because it will curl up very soon. Then the arrangement will not look nice. So that's why I'm not adding it in the design. So one from this side, and then so again the number of flowers which you are adding it depends on the container size, so that you can add more and more. Now something should go here as well, so that it will connect. So the arrangement will not look only one sided. So it should connect. So I'm adding on the other side. Such a beautiful leaf. Hope it stays. I'm just going to keep it. If it stays, then I think we will have the nice view from that. And then one more. I think then we are done. I'll show you. I'll turn the arrangement and show it from your side. Okay, so this is the way I have arranged them. So tall, then slowly coming downwards, then from here till here. Okay, so in front also it should be there. Now we are going to add some jarberas into it, so that see, when you are using line material, you need some mass material. But why I have used these flowers heliconia, because I don't want to hide my structure. If I use bigger flowers like liliums, or what we have seen just now on the like tulips or something like bigger flowers, then it will obstruct the structure. So now what we are going to do is we are going to add the flowers, very less number of flowers, but to create the focal area. This is called focal area, where your eye will go immediately when you see the arrangement. Just again, in this also, select the flower. The smaller one should be taller. Whatever tall line you are going to put, the smaller one should be tall, and then the remaining flowers will go as per. So always see, when you see in nature also, when you see the flowers like gladiola, if you see, what happens is gladiola, you see the buds at the top, and then the flowers slowly come down. So the nature also creates them in that way. So the same pattern we follow, that buds will be, or the smaller flowers will be at the top, and bigger flowers will be at the base. So that is how we go. The shorter the length, when we keep making short, then we will, the bigger flower will keep at the base. Just want one small flower over here on the other side. Let us see how we can do that. Okay, so this is how it goes. So the color also, the slightly red gives that focal area easily, because that red color, our eye gets attracted to it very easily. So that's why I have used red flowers with these yellow heliconias. In heliconias, you get lot of varieties. There are very big heliconias, hanging heliconias. If you go on the net, you will be able to see all the pictures. Right now, we are not getting all the flowers also, or sometimes they are not available on the particular day. But you will get it in during Ganpati. You will get all these type of flowers. They will come to the market. So these are the heliconias are slightly sturdy, because they are grown over here, so they look nice. So I'll just keep these aside, so that we can have some space over here. Just flowers, take the flowers, remaining leaves we will throw. You can put one rubber band if you want. That's enough. Okay, so now we will just try to put some filler materials. So filler materials are, of course, smaller flowers, which are put in this design. Chrysanthemum. एकच बंडल सगळं घेऊन सगळे कलर आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये. I think I will see if I can use yellow and purple both here. So purple daisy I can use. So the ma'am just showed you chrysanthemum. So you can see how many colors chrysanthemum you get. I have got 3-4 colors, like yellow. Then this is with dark center. Then these are pink slightly, and these are again different, white with maroon kind of magenta kind of center. In some more, lot of colors are still there, which we get from the market. So I'm just trying to see if I can put yellow over here, whether it looks good, it goes with this arrangement, then only I will use it. Otherwise, I will not use the yellow. But I feel that it should go because the yellow flowers are slightly bigger flowers. So I don't want more big flowers in my design. So let us see how we can adjust to that. Sometimes you have to keep trying and then doing it. Or we might mix some yellow flowers and some purple flowers, purple daisy. Again, whatever flowers, even in chrysanthemum, remember to use the length. Whenever you are using the flowers in length, they should be buds. But if you have bloom flowers, they should be at the base. So even sometimes you get complete buds. So that also look nice because it is just showing the yellow color which is required. This color here. And do not add too many flowers. Actually, what happens is if you crowd it, then not a single flower will get the justice to it. So that whatever you have arranged, it will just look like one big polar color. So that we don't want to create because we want to create some good design. So do not try to do that. Now I'm going to add these purple daisies. We saw white daisies, just ma'am showed us. I have purple daisy today. So I'm going to use this purple daisy. But again, not much, little bit. So just it gives that color, hint of that color, and then it will gel with all the other colors. Now, when you bring flowers home from the market or anywhere else, what you should do is you should always, after coming home, cut them again, give a slant cut. Why we give slant cut? Can anybody answer me this? Why we give slant cut to the flowers or the stems? Anybody knows the answer?
So that, ma'am, when we keep it in water, the water gets absorbed and they stay fresh for longer time.
Exactly, because what happens is when you give a slant cut, the more portion of this stem is open, right? So that it absorbs more water. So when you give a straight cut, the less portion is open. So that's why we should always remember to give a slant cut, but do not give very like too much of a slant. Otherwise, what happens is what I have seen is I will show you. Okay, so if this is a straight cut, okay, and if you give a slant cut like this, it is good. But sometimes people give slant cut like this. So what happens is the this point is very thin, and then the flowers will not stay inside the foam or even in the pin holder if you are using, and it might fall down. So don't give too much of a slant, give a slight slant cut so that it will be open also and it will absorb water and it will stay in the foam nicely. Okay. I think another 2-3, I'll just turn just 2-3 flowers of this purple. Remove the leaves of this daisy.
37.
Okay. Remove the leaves of the flowers because these daisies and all the leaves become dry or sometimes they become very dying in the water, and then it smells. So you have to remove these leaves and then use them. So this is the third arrangement, which is abstract arrangement. So you can see all the flowers kept over here. This one? Yeah. So after doing it, I felt that I need some flower over here so that it will not look empty. So that is how you should go. This arrangement is like you can do. And remember, in gerberas they are very flat flowers. So you don't have to put them like this every time. You can put them because they have nice curves also. So you can put it in the sideways also. I'll just show you what I have done with that flower just now which we got. See now here, I have put here the flower. It is not flat coming in front. I'm showing the angle and little bit of color. So sometimes when you need some flower, which is some color you need there, or something is missing, like you feel, then what you should do? Don't put the full flower projecting forward. You just use little bit of it, and then side of that flower, and then use it. So it gives a nice effect also, and the curve also is seen from the stem, and it doesn't crowd the space. Now some of the these flowers which we had cut, I'm just trying to use them at the base as well. So we will how to use them at the base. This is kind of slightly dry only, so it feels too dry. It is fresh. It's very fresh and very green, but it feels dry, so it will stay longer time. And one more thing is, after it dries, it will become slightly like yellow, bright yellow color, however plants get. But it will look nice. You can also color it with gold or something, and then use it as a special material. So what to do now? I have this stem, but it does not have the length that stem should have, which I wanted. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm just using the pin in the stem, and then I'm just adding this in the. So automatically I got the stem. So sometimes you have to do things because they are not, everything is not available every time. So you can do this such things also and use them. So these manipulations you can do, but not with all the material, because every material will not stay without water, because this does not have water now. So just remember that the material which can stay without water for a little bit of time, you can use it this way. I think two are. Okay, so we have put one here, so that is number. Yeah. So we are done with this arrangement. This is an abstract arrangement. I'll just take a side so that you can see. And
So, good morning, everyone. I hope you all are enjoying this session and liking all these different varieties of flower arrangements which ideally ma'am is displaying. In fact, it's a very informative session where there are a lot of flowers which we may have not even seen or probably experienced, or we are actually getting to see live out over here. Another important thing is that at RPH, we believe in basically at RPH, we believe in like there are a lot of you can say various kind of online workshops we keep on organizing for the students for their all-round and overall development of their personality. Even in spite of, if you think of like COVID times, we have not really, we have made sure that these workshops go on. Like there are various sessions and webinars like tea appreciation, coffee appreciation, wine appreciation is there. So for the students to learn and understand about it, I'm sure all the students would agree to this. There will be a lot of these kind of upcoming sessions which will be definitely intimated to you all through our Instagram page, through our Facebook page. I would also request you all to make sure that you all keep following these pages and even the YouTube, so that you get an ready access to it any point in time. Now these all videos are actually going to go through online YouTube, so at one point in time, even if you want to just have a recap about it and want to understand it once again, you can just log into the YouTube and just have a look at it, that what exactly these arrangements were. I'm sure you guys would even love to try all of these. Like there are different festivals which are coming up at your houses and so on. So, try and extract maximum things out of it. That is what is my request. Also, once again, just a request to all the students and the participants of this webinar who are even joined us through the YouTube channel. Keep following our pages of Instagram and even on Facebook and even through YouTube channel. So for the further updates and for the further sessions. Now, Priyanka ma'am would be explaining to you all about the next arrangement, that is the freestyle arrangement. So
Yeah.
over to Priyanka ma'am.
Yeah, so this is now we are going to do freestyle arrangement. And for this, what I have done is I have this glass. So what I have done is I cut the foam here to fix my glass over here. See, like this. Can you see it? So cut the foam in a circular way with the exact size of my glass's base. And then while cutting, what I did is I did not remove it just like that. I removed the two pieces so that I can keep them on top. So this is something like you can do for the table arrangement, we can say, where you can put the candle inside it, or you can put the lights into it. The how we can go about it, that I will show you slowly, how as we keep doing our arrangement. And तिथे ना हे बघ टावेल आहे बघ बकेट मध्ये तिथे. So it's kind of small table arrangement which you can go. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm just showing you the arrangements which can be kept at the reception table. So all types of arrangements, so that you can make, if you want to make it a big, you can make take the container big and more material you can use. And so that is how you can make the arrangement bigger. So in this arrangement, we are going to, I will first show you how to arrange these leaves, and then we will cover the foam today, because I want you to know how I am arranging them. स्टेपलर घेऊन हे चांगलं झालं. Okay, so these are called cordyline leaves. So this plant is known as cordyline. I think everybody must have seen it, because it is usually available in most of the compound, building compound or something. So I'm going to use this local plant. So for doing arrangement, you need not have to buy expensive flowers. You can buy local material and use it. So whatever is in your surrounding, please try to use that. It will give you a good, because they are fresh, it will look nice, and the color combinations also you will get very beautiful with it. So these are all this is called Dracena, but cordyline variety. So this is called cordyline leaves. So they are slightly in greenish maroonish shape. So what I'm just doing is I'm just curling them upwards, just the top part of it, and stapling them. So if you don't want to use the stapler, you can use the some sticks, smaller sticks of the plant, and fix them. This is just as we are doing the workshop, I'm just trying to do it faster way. So you can use that. But if you are participating in any competition or something like that, you can use that. You can do that. Always use the natural material or as per the theme of the design competition. So these are the things which we should remember. So I'm going to use lot of these leaves. So just let me first staple them, and then we can make them use them in our design. One more common thing we should remember is color. Color combinations are also important. So we have learned all the colors in our school. So primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors, then the color schemes like monochromatic. I think that you can use especially for room decorating rooms, guest room and all that. So that also you have to remember all these colors and uh, arrange them. So that same principle applies to flower arrangement. The color combinations are also important, and as per the room also you have to select the colors of the flowers. Even if it is the arrangement is seen from the far, then you can use bigger flowers. If it is closer, you can use smaller flowers. So a lot of theories are behind this. And just enough नाही होतं. That's why I got the new one. हाँ ते नवीन. Okay. So so staplers are always like that, right? When we need them, there are no pins inside it. All right. So let me see now how many leaves we need. Just few of them I have just already stapled. Okay. So what I'm going to, why I'm not doing the basing here first, because I want to show you how you can curl them. See now, whenever you want to curl a leaf, always try to press the mid rim. Okay. The rim because this is where it stands. So if you want to curl it, you can just press it gently with your thumb and your one finger, and then you can give it curve. Okay. So this is how we can do. So I'm going to arrange them now in, as this is a table arrangement, it will be lower arrangement because it will go from the side also. So just remember that we are not using that 1.5 times of the measurement, so that it should go taller, because when you are doing table arrangements, people sit across on the table, and then they should be able to see each other's face, right? When they're talking to each other, when they're having dinner. So remember, always remember this, that you have to keep the arrangement low. So that's why this will be a low arrangement. It will not be a, so, but from length you can see that lengthwise it will go wide, long. And again here you can make it longer if you want for a bigger table, or you can always place make two, three arrangements like this, and then arrange them at a distance so that it will give a good effect also. So you don't need to make one big arrangement. You can arrange them in a different way. So I'm just using this. On the both sides. Okay, so let me have some space over here so that you can see. Okay, so first I put the two longer lines which I need to put. Now I'm going to add these curled lines. So curled lines, as I said, you can just curl them little bit, and then I'm going to arrange them in a way. See, one, then the second one, over here. Don't go too tall over here because our glass is also there, so don't go too tall. If you feel it is going too tall, you can either cut the stem or you can curl it more. So it's up to you. You can do that. This is slightly taller, so I'll just do it. Alright, so now what I have is here from here to here. Now I will arrange some leaves in between now. But it should not be taller, it should be shorter so that it goes gradually down and it goes up to the longer leaf. So I'm just arranging it here, which is shorter. Okay. So you can see that it is going like that gradually down. Okay. Now I will arrange some more leaves on the corner. So we will need some more leaves. So I was talking about bringing flowers from the market, and then what we should do is when you come home, cut them in a slant and then put it in the water in which you have if you have floral food, you can use that. It's a very easily like three rupees a sachet you get it. It is 3 rupees a sachet, and you can use it for half a liter of water, and then first put this in the bucket and then put the flowers in that water. So it really enhances the life of the flower material. It is again a Smithers Oasis product, which is really good product which we get in the flower garden market. You get it easily anywhere. You can ask there, people will have it. And it's a really good product. Or you can order online also. You can collectively, you can order a packet of it and use it regularly. So now I'm just cutting them short and putting them on the corner slightly. So that this is basically creating a shape for my design. So now I need some more. So that's why I wanted to show you how they are going in the design. That's why I just did not put the filler basing material first. Taking 2 more leaves in front one. So for these things, you need to have first your this thing is structure is drawn or the sketch is drawn. so that you know what you are going to create. Okay, so one more from this side. So this is all what we have now. We are just now we will add flowers. And we can add little bit. So this is called, this is sitavel, which I was talking about, or the springery also it is called, or asparagus variety. I think all of you know asparagus, so which is used in the cooking. So this is asparagus variety. Asparagus also have a lot of varieties. So that is, this one is called sitavel. So this can be used to cover the foam. It really covers faster. The only bad this thing is it dries soon and then the small leaflets keep falling down. So if you are doing it for a longer time to stay the arrangement, then don't use this material. Then you can use kamini patta or you can use a bottle brush, something like that. So I'm just slightly covering. I'm not going to cover it fully so that you will get bored. I'll just slightly cover it right now and then we can start the design. Because later on, after putting flowers, it is very difficult to put your hand through and put this material. Right, so slightly I have covered from that side. Now we will cover it from this side as well. So when you are covering this, keep in mind that you have to cover that glass how you have put it there. So nobody should see that how you kept the glass inside. So cover that portion properly. It will look nice. In flower arrangement, one more important thing is the embellishments or the enhancing your arrangement more. Like you have completed your arrangement, but you still want something extra to add to the design. So you can call it as an accent, you can call it as an emphasize, and you can use that after finishing your arrangement. But because when you add that, your arrangement is not incomplete, but you want to add something extra to it. So that is called the embellishment or the enhancement you are giving to the whole design or an accent. So what can be used as an accent? Can you tell me? Actually, from this, you can show this from the top how it is looking, so that how give the that view. Is it visible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, from the top, can you see it? Because I'm doing it in front, so I cannot show you. So she's showing you how it is looking from the top. So
We can't see, not from the top. It's visible that is on the table, but not
okay,
from
okay. So just no, why? Because they want to know what is happening over here. So that's why I'm just trying to show you okay, what I'm doing here. So I have just covered the center part. Now, anyways, flowers will come there, but as much as you can, you just cover it. Okay. So now we will start adding our flowers. So I was talking about the enhancement. I'll just show you this quickly and then we can continue with the arrangement. So these are the things which you can use, like these are the paper fans which I have made. So you can add them in your designs to make your arrangement look more beautiful. So these are the different colored, like different type of paper which I have used to make the fan. See, one is golden and one is all right. One is golden, one is slightly copperish color. Okay. Then there are, these are called lotus pods. So when you go to the other market, sometimes you get these green color pods. The people who sell lotus flower, they have these. So these are lotus pods which are green in color, but when they dry, they become black. So what you can do is you can color them like this, spray them with golden color, and then you can use it in your arrangement to make it more interesting. Then something like this, I have got these things which you can put in the center of the design, which is this is a butterfly, this is a small cycle. So these are again will be themed, like you are presenting the arrangement to somebody, some small children or something, not very small of course. So you can add this stuff, or you can add this beaded wire in the design. Throughout the design you can add this. Let me see if we can add this in this design. Or you can add some candles. So candles also, you get lot of different varieties in candles, so you can add them in your design. So these are the enhancers or the embellishments. Okay, so now we will start with our further design. So I'm going to use today, now again I have got something new to show you, which is called, you must have seen this in the with the florist. You already know a lot of flowers, so you must have seen this. This is called anthurium. So they come like this, specially single, individually packed like this. And this is the green color. You must have seen the red color quite often, but this is a green color. It's not a leaf, it's a flower. Okay, it's a flower. And it has that center portion. Sometimes you get that in pink color. I think I have one more which has a pink color. I'll show you this. Slightly different color in the center. So these are called anthuriums. Okay. Can you see the center?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. So these are quite beautiful. And one more. Sorry. One more advantage of these flowers is they last long. Like orchids, these also last long. So they're slightly expensive. Right now they're very expensive actually. But you use them just few of them, and then your arrangement looks completely different, and it stays also for longer time. Okay. So just I'm trying to use the material which is available right now, so that you can use it for your festivals or anything else. Okay, so now I'm going to add them. I have 4 of them, I guess. Yeah. Just very carefully remove the plastic, because it sometimes it breaks the flower. Okay, so very carefully you do that and remove it. So keep it, if everything is ready. I just cut this. No, I don't need that long. Okay, so now I'm going to add this in between my flowers. So most probably in the direction. Again, it has very good, it stands out very well. So you have to use its angle properly and arrange it. Actually, I had asked for pink or peach color anthuriums. They look beautiful in this design, because the colors of the leaves are slightly darker. But I could not get them today, so I'm just using these green ones. They are also very beautiful. So when you plan for any event or anything, whenever you plan, you have to have some other options ready, because you never get everything whatever you plan for. So you have to be ready with your second option always. Okay, this is not available, so I will use this. Now we are going to use this carnations, pink color carnations. which are really beautiful. It's a beautiful color. Now carnations, when you buy them, always try to buy them in buds, because if you buy them in buds, it will open and it will stay longer time. Even carnations stay longer time than the roses. So how to open them? There is one thing what you can do is just press this sepal part. Okay, these are petals and these are sepal part. So press this. So see, it will start opening slowly. Can you see it? See, it starts opening slowly. Okay. Or you can always use flower instead of using your hands, because heat from the hand, it becomes black sometimes. So what you should use use the two flowers to open up like this. See, and now they are open completely. And they stay longer time. The carnations stay longer time. So you can use them. So now we will try to arrange them in between these this design. So again here I have chosen dark pink because the edge of the leaves is pink color. So that's why I'm using this pink color carnation. So instead of getting pink anthuriums, I got green, but green can be combined with anything, so any color. So that was not a big problem for me because I got green. There are more carnations over there. Yeah. So in between that dark green, then pink edges, and then the green anthuriums, this pink color of the carnation is just standing out. So it's the pop of the color, like you just give it some color to the design. That is why we are using this color flower in the design. And you don't need much actually. Whatever we can add in between little bit, it is good. So now we have just used carnations. Now what we are going to use is, in between now we will add some chrysanthemums. So I will add some chrysanthemums now in this. So I have this either this pink color or this light pink color. Let me see, light pink color also will go well with the pink, or this magenta also will go. Some next one. Yeah. Okay, so we will use this. Today I have my niece to assist me over here because you need somebody even at home. She's doing all the basic work for me. Okay. So in between I'm just adding these. The only one drawback with the chrysanthemum is they have, because they grow like this on one stem, the length of the stem, so flowers will be slightly shorter. So you have to use it properly so that it will look nice. Because otherwise stems are not very long. So what I'm trying to do here right now is I'm just adding them near the glass which I have used. So from this side, that glass is also slightly in pink color. Now here we have to remember that we have that carve the foam to keep the glass. So there we cannot add our flowers. It won't go there. Okay. So this is the one side. Now I will start from this side. Little bit of flowers on this side. And we might add the gypsophylla in it little bit so that it will enhance the, it will bring out all the colors if you add gypsophylla. Just trying to come out the foam from this side. Okay, so now we will add the gypsophylla, little bit of it, so that it will give the beautiful look to the whole design. It also stays very nicely, and you can always color it also. So what you can do is you can spray these with colors, and we really get some good sprays from like Smithers who always have a lot of products which are good for the floral designing. So those sprays are good for flowers. They will not harm the flowers. So those sprays also can be used. Sometimes you don't get that is the main thing. When you don't get the color you want, what you can do is get white flowers. Any whatever, if you are using orchids, you are using lilium, whatever flowers you are using, carnations, you can always get white flowers and then color them, color spray them so that you can use them the color, whichever color you want, and it really looks nice. And they don't harm flowers, so they are good for flowers. Yeah. You can show it from the top. No? You can show it. Alright, so this is done. The arrangement is done. We are just adding the last. Gypsophylla into it. See, even when I'm doing this Western style arrangement like freestyle and all, even then even here also the angles matter. Huh? Don't think that it is just I'm just putting them. There is a basic thought behind it in which angle, because these anthuriums I have put it in angles. Then the flower leaves also you saw me how I arranged them. So these are all things which are used. Now what I'm going to do, like when you have this, you can use those tea lights also in this, but what I'm going to use here, this light before inside the arrangement, and I can hide this battery here in the greenery so that it is not seen. Okay, you can arrange it actually if the way you want, or you can arrange it in the flowers also. It will not harm the flowers. So this is nice and very light, very thin line of lights, and I think it will look nice with the arrangement. So that is another enhancement which we have done. So,
Ma'am, if it is possible for you to turn it at an angle so everybody can view the lights properly, because right now it's getting hidden by this that leaf that is there.
Other camera is showing.
I don't know how everybody is. I am not able to see. Okay.
Okay. I will try to tilt it, but it might fall down. So.
Okay, then that's okay.
What I will do here, I'll just settle this leaf because it is obstructing, na? So I will just settle this leaf. Yeah. She's showing from the other camera from a top view. If you can pin onto that, you can see that view also. Is it visible?
This is better.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see the lights now?
Ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, if we cover the glass like bushes, ma'am, and then hide the lights in it.
You can do that as well, but the lights, the battery you mean to say, or the string?
Ma'am, string, ma'am.
Strings, anyway, see, that's what I said. If this is a glass, you can add a proper candle into it, or tea lights, like they work on batteries, or you can add something like this. So this line, you can always go through the design like this. Okay, that also will look nice. And then you don't need that glass. But
No, ma'am, that glass is looking, ma'am. So can we cover the glass?
Yeah, you can cover. You can cover with greenery. Absolutely right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next arrangement.
Thank you, Priyanka ma'am, for showing us this beautiful arrangement. It's really looking something very elegant and very classy out over here. I mean, we all of us must have definitely seen such kind of arrangements even in five-star hotels and lobbies and the other areas. So I'm sure all the students are also taking down certain notes out over here, and they must be writing about the main principles and the highlights and how do we work on the arrangements. So can we have like certain students who can provide us with reviews about, how you all have felt so far, what kind of arrangements you all have learned and so on?
May I, Rahul sir?
Yes, Manjari, go ahead, please.
So good afternoon, everyone, and I just want to say what a lovely session it has been so far. It is very fun, and I'm certain that all of us got to learn something very useful from this session. And I learned a lot of new things from this session today, such as that Ikebana was originated in China and not in Japan. Then it moved to Japan, and then how to measure subjects and objects, and how to angle them properly, or not to push in the foam, to drop it in slowly and then remove outer dry petals, or how to create a structure or a depth, and how to give a proper slant cut, or how to curl a leaf properly. So all these things that they are very new to me, and they will be helping me in the future, I'm very sure. I also got to see various kinds of flowers or fillers or foliages today that I've never seen before, and I also got to learn how to use them properly. So that was very informative. So I would like to thank Priyanka ma'am for that. It was very informative, and thank you for making flower arrangements so beautiful and calculating. And I would also like to thank our college for arranging this beautiful session over here. Thank you.
Great,
Thank
great.
you. Yeah, my pleasure. You enjoyed it because basically when I'm doing it from my side, it sometimes it is you people not able to see what I'm doing. So even then you are enjoying it. I'm really glad for that. Here now,
Thank you,
Sita
ma'am.
will Sajun and
So anybody else who would like to give out the reviews till the time ma'am is just preparing for the next freestyle? Anyone, any of the other student who would like to speak?
Rahul sir, can I?
Yes, Raksha, go ahead, please.
Sir, and thank you so much, Priyanka ma'am, for arranging and doing this, first of all. And I'd like to thank our college as well for keeping this session.
Raksha,
So,
just keep your, sorry to interrupt, just keep your video on, please.
so my video is on.
Okay, okay, all right. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem, sir. Yeah, so basically the idea that we will be missing all this because of this pandemic was very upsetting. But this idea of doing this live session turned out to be very useful. And I'll literally put a highlight on the idea of keeping two cameras, one the nearby perspective and one in the distant perspective. It was so helpful that we would be we were able to see it from a longer distance as well as the close up. So that was really very, very useful. I really like to appreciate it. The second thing that I learned very interesting, and I learned something new that I wasn't even aware of. There are some things called flower food, and that interests me a lot. That the flower food thing, that because what we used to think that only water can keep the flower refreshed, but this was very interesting, Priyanka ma'am. Thank you so much for that. And one more thing, that how we are supposed to cut the leaf in a slanter way so that it don't fall apart and things like that. So thank you so much for explaining things to us. It was very, very informative, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
These are small things actually which makes the difference, and that's why floral food. I said initially people used to use aspirin or something. They used to say that we can use aspirin. Basically, it's a fungicide. The floral food has the bactericide and fungicide into it, plus carbohydrates, so which gets into the flower easily. So that's why flowers stay fresh. It's not just like flower food is just there. It's not. It has even that small packet has the all these ingredients. So that's why flowers stay fresh in that. So if you go to that, I don't know whether the local florist will have it, but usually you go to the other market and you get them. You get those sachets over there. Okay, so you can always keep them at home, very handy. You can you can use it anytime. And the main thing is, I thank college because they have arranged this session just before the festivals. So all of you can make use of it really, like no in practical work also you can use it at home also. So that's the best part of from the college that they have arranged it during this festival time. So it is just round the corner and we can always use them, all these arrangements for the festivals.
Thank you so much, even Raksha, for your reviews. I'm sure that you people are definitely going to make use of all these kind of arrangements and different events also, which will be upcoming now, henceforth. Hopefully, whenever it's required in the, college or maybe at your home or wherever you people are going to be organizing events, you can definitely make use of all of these parameters. So, Priyanka ma'am, if you are ready, then should we?
Yeah, I'm ready. So that's what I was doing. I was just covering the foam quickly. Anyways, it doesn't need much because I'm going to use a bigger structure here. Now, this is kind of a lobby arrangement I'm trying to make, but it's not very big actually because when you're doing at home, when you're showing in the workshop, it does take a lot of time. So what I'm trying to do is in this short span of time, I'm going to show you the lobby arrangement which you can make big. So what I have done is I have these sticks with me. These are easily available in the market. They are called reed sticks. The whole stick is longer than this, and you can easily break them. Can you get one stick from there? It's in the corner of the cupboard. So when you get this stick, they are a bunch of 10 you get it in the market. Very cheap. They are not very expensive at all. And you can make different type of structures with it. You can do a lot of things with these sticks. See, see, this is the bundle you get like this. It's very tall. See, and you can make use the 10 sticks which you get in this. You can use and make the structures different way. So I'm going to make what I have done is in advance, because we will not get time to do all these things. I've just tried some first some triangles. I made small triangles with shorter shorter sticks, and then I attach them to the longer sticks. And I'm going to now insert this in the foam so that I will get my so let's try inserting it now. Usually what we do is we first insert the taller lines, and then we adjust this, tie these triangles to it. But since we have less time, I tried to do it in advance. So let me see if I can insert it properly like I want. Then we can. So I've tied them with the wire, paper coated wire. It's a very nice product again from the Oasis. And I think, yes, now I can push them inside. See, this is the wire, yeah. That is powder coated wire. So these are very thin, but they break very easily. So you have to keep that in mind whenever you create the structure. I think it is fitting well. So let me push it inside more so that it will not fall. Whenever you are creating something, remember that it should not fall down otherwise after you leave, if it falls down, it will give a very bad impression. So not these beta. There are bird of paradise there. So again, I'm using some different material for you people to see, so that I can show you different. अजून असतील दोन. So this is called bird of paradise. Why it is called bird of paradise? You can easily see the flower is like a bird flying in the sky. So that's why it is called bird of paradise. This is again a tropical flower. So it is very well grown in India, because we have that kind of atmosphere conducive to growth of the BOPs or bird of paradise. They are commonly known as BOPs because bird of paradise. So easily available in the market, but they are slightly expensive flowers. Okay. So I will show you. There is this flower is very beautiful. Even these stay longer time. So for festivals and all, if you want to use, you can use them. The only thing is, while buying, just check them properly, because sometimes the flowers are broken. So you have to see that. Now here, see the flower, only one leaf is there. So the most important part is, I'll just show you on this other camera. The most important part is there is a flower inside this. This is called tract. So inside this there is more the flower. So what you can do is you can just open it with your thumb. Open this tract very carefully. Just mind it, because it might break. And then just with your thumbs push that flower outside. Okay, slowly. Do not do it very swift movements, very slowly. Otherwise, it will break. And then it comes out. You can remove this white part, which is not required. You can cut it off also if you want. And then open the flower and show the flower, more flower out of it. So, see, this is how you get. So, this white portion is just the covering for that flower. So, you can remove it. And there is a nice purple kind of thing inside, which really makes this flower completely different. See, now there are two flowers inside. Now one more is there. It's not opened yet. So this is how you can make use of them. You can slowly, but just very gently, very gently, because they break very easy. So gently you have to pull them out. Okay, some of the flowers are already out, so I'm not going to take them. See, even this it has one more leaf over here. I think there will be one more flower inside. So that's why it stays longer, because it slowly keeps opening and coming out all the flowers. See, there is one more flower inside. So that's the bird of paradise. So the flower gets the name because of its shape, particular shape. Okay, so we will try to use now this. And if the sometimes what happens is now this in this the this flower has become slightly like dull and I think black and all that. So I can cut this off and take out the flower inside. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to cut this flower. And then get the flower out from this. Okay, so there are more flowers inside and then we can open them up. So usually try to cut that part. Do not try to pull it because while pulling, the flower may get damaged. Okay. So we will start with our design now. Okay. So I'm going to arrange this. Now again, the same principle I will follow that the smaller flowers will be at the top. So So what I'm trying to do now, I'll pass them through the circle, through this. Let me see if I have longer stem because I want to show you how it comes. Even if I think this is the longer one. Okay, I will use this first because this is the longest stem, and I want it to come out from the top in the structure. From the structure. So in the equipment, you need a good scissors also. Just remember that. Okay. So just one line is coming out from the structure. Remaining, I will put them. Even in the floral foam, when you are buying floral foam, buy Oasis floral foam. It holds the flowers properly. Otherwise, other foam I have used the locally which we get, the local people which use that it breaks very easily when you are arranging flowers. So try to get this. In this, there are varieties, but advantage is the best variety. Like for regular flowers. If you are using thicker flowers or the exotic flowers, then you can use other flowers. Such a beautiful shape it has. It's really looking very pretty. I'll just turn and show you. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just put the last color. Alright, can you see it now? Okay. So the taller one, and then slowly they will come down with the flowers. The only thing I use this one over here because this is a smaller flower, but I wanted a longer stem, so I just to show you that you can bring it out of the frame also. So that is what I have done here, and I got it out of the frame. Right? Now we will start using other materials. So what are the other materials? I think lotus is the water lily is good. And orchids. Yesterday when I was coming home from buying flowers, with the local florist with Mungu and Puja flowers, she had oh, they closed again? Yeah. Oh, they were open actually in the morning. So I got this purple. This is not a lotus because usually they say this is lotus, but actually lotus is the rich pink lotus which we see. That is actual lotus flower. This is called water lily. Actually, this is called water lily. So you get it in pink, purple, and white, three colors. Morning it was fully opened. I don't know now it has closed. So I was really happy to. I was really happy to see that color so that I can use it with the BOPs because the center of the BOPs is also purplish color. So let me see if I can open it, then we can use it. What I will do is I will just fold some petals so automatically it will stay open. And then it will show we want basically the color to show. So let us see. See how beautiful it is. Color. Inside the yellow part is very beautiful. Actually, full leaves is a plant. But they are mainly lotus are like that. You have to make them open sometimes. So what I'm trying here is I'm just folding some petals so that they will stay in that position and we can see the color of the flower. Alright, so this much is enough I think. I don't need much. Maybe I've got only 3, so we will just arrange them here. So first we will do this. Okay, the orchid also. I have kept the orchid for this so that we can arrange them. Okay, the stems are very soft, so they're not going very easily in the hole. So what can be done in such case? So what I will just show you. Okay. So use the toothpicks at the base. At least 3. tighten with the wire or even in with the cellotape also it will be okay. So that you get some pointed this thing so that it can be inserted in the foam. So this will help us to insert it in the foam, and then the stain can be guided to insert inside the foam. See, now it is staining properly. Otherwise, it was not staining there. It was not going inside at all. So let me do this. I was so happy today morning when I saw them completely open. Just at least we can use them in the design. Actually, sometimes there is another method for it to keep them completely open. That you have to insert water from the stem with a syringe. Then it goes inside up to the top of the flower and it stays there. So this stem has gone inside easily. So let it be. Now we'll just add this again. What are the flowers we will take now? There's roses. Roses. Roses नको नको झरबेरा पण नको ठीक आहे आपण क्रिसॅन्थेमम टाकू त्याच्यामध्ये. We will add some chrysanthemums into it now. Okay, so I have added these water lilies into the foam. And now we will start adding some of the chrysanthemums. So I think this is one more is there. So let me see now which color goes very well with it. Can I add yellow? Yes, I think so. Yellow goes contrast with the purple color, so that's why it looks good. Okay, now we will add the again I'm using the areca palm, but slightly bigger leaves which I have got, so we can arrange them. So these are slightly taller ones. The Song of India आहे ना खाली तिथे ते दे मला 3 असतील त्याचे स्टेम्स ते ग्रीन आणि येलो आहे ते हा 3 असतील त्याचे स्टेम्स. Okay, so I'm using these two leaves, bigger ones, so that we will get the, so as per the height of our design, and it will, yeah. Thank you. So this I can put through the design, through the structure. See, structure is just so that you can get a bigger arrangement, because then you don't need lot of flowers. So you can arrange with some greenery, and then I'm using areca palm only on one side because I don't want to uh, obstruct this line, which I have used a taller line. I don't want to obstruct that, so I'm just using it at the ते बघू पर्पल वाले. Okay, आधी पहिले हे घालून घेते. Okay, so this is another material which I want to show you. This is called, this also we must have seen, you must have seen it here in and around you. This is called Dracena, but the name is Song of India. Song of India. It is always known as Song of India. I don't know why Song of India, but the name is Song of India. If you search on the net Song of India, you will get this plant. So I'm just keeping that at the slightly one line at the back side so that it will balance the whole thing. And so I have just 3 lines of it. It's a very slow growing plant, so you don't get much of it, but it looks nice because of its color and the form. So it's a form kind of flower, leaf form. It gives base, what we can say is mass to the design. Because with one leaf you get so many leaflets and one stem, and they spread in the design very easily, and they cover the base very easily actually. Okay, now on this side, खूप होऊन जाईल I think. Now the purple color बोलते जात नाही. स्मॉल वन आहे, एक थोडं अजून एक घालते इथे. बघ चांगलं असेल तर दे त्यातलं. बिकॉज दे गिव्ह द बंडल आणि त्याच्यामध्ये त्यांचे हे कमी असतात, काही ड्राय असतात ना बंडल मध्ये. सो you have to always keep little bit of extra material, because sometimes in the bunches, some of the flowers, some of the leaves, they will not be as good as you want all of them. So always plan, if you need 5, always get 7 at least. So 1 or 2 good leaves, you can use them in the design. आगे काहीतरी हवंय, tall. अजून आहेत असे बकेट मध्ये संपले. अच्छा, now I just want some green part over here because it is looking very empty, so I'll just हेलिकोनियाची लीव्स पण चालतील ऍक्च्युली नुसती. बघू आधी हे घालून. नको, ठीक आहे, हेच ठीक आहे. I had planned this की हेच घालता येतील थोडेसे. Will give somewhat green color to it actually. बघू हेलिकोनिया लीव्स ते एकदम त्यातले चांगले असतील ते. नाही ते टर्न झालंय ना पूर्ण. शुड बी ओपन, स्लाइटली ओपन. हे बघ, हे Just one nahi chala. We need at least 2 to 3. So I'm just adding some of the leaves so that it will give some green color to the back side of this design, because we have to see all the हे मोठा बघू. It's okay, तेवढं cut करून टाक. Anyways, it's at because the top part is very green. No? So we can use this and just make the slightly greener. I wanted some greenery on this side. No, this is not standing properly. Okay, so you don't have to show it from the front side. You can just show it from the sideways so that it gives some green look at the back side. So this is what is we have done so far, and I don't think we should add more material into it, because then it will lose its structure. So at the base, I'm adding some leaves, some grade. I can see the foam. Yeah. So now backside also is covered. There is some little part which is inside. I'm just trying to cover that up. Yeah, now it is looking green and orange. Okay. Yeah. Table clear करते हैं ना, it will be seen properly. Okay, so this is our freestyle done, which is again done with a bigger flowers so that you can make it, keep it in the lobby. And one more added thing is, if you want to view it from all the sides, then you can arrange some more same flowers, one or two, I think 2 to 3 BOPs at the back side and two orchids at the back side. Then it can be viewed from all the sides. The same type of placement. You have to do little bit more at the back side, not the whole thing, because if you do whole thing, it will be too much. So just add, from my point of view, 3 BOPs at the backside and 2 orchids at the backside. Then it will completely, it can be seen from the backside as well. Okay, so it will be it can be kept in the lobby center table. So there is a like usually round table in the lobby, so where you can keep this arrangement. So this can be viewed from a longer distance. So that's why the structure has been made so that it can be viewed from the longest distance also. Okay. So in this, when I said weaving, so that kind of weaving, if with the bigger leaf, if you do the weaving, it really looks nice. So if I can show you, what's the time, ma'am? Do we have time, or we'll end the session?
And 5 more minutes.
Okay, so I'll just quickly show this, because this is a very interesting technique which we can show them. It's very, actually, it's done with quite a lot in the floral design. Can I come on this side? I will take the photographs and send you, ma'am, of all the arrangements, so that, because right now I think taking photograph is not that easy in this. So I will just click the photo of all the arrangements and show you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. See now, can you see this weaving here of the leaf? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the same way you
Yes,
should
ma'am.
keep doing it up to the top or the edge, and then you can just tie it there with some wire or something, some anything which is even in green color, something like that, or you can even use backside sellotape also, so that it will look nice. Okay. See, it gives really nice look. So if this in this you can we can use this type of leaf also. It will look nice to go with it. So bigger arrangements you can do something like, because only 2 to 3 leaves you will need, so that you can do. So, to add extra, how to add extra your personal touch to it, that is how it is. So if you add it in the design, it will really look nice. See how nicely it is come up. See, it's kind of matte. Okay, now then at the top, I'm not doing from the other side. At the top, you can just tie it over here, so that this portion also will be there like a tail, and this the whole leaf is also there. See, can you see it now? Yeah. All right. So if you have any questions or anything you want to ask me, you can ask me any queries you have. I should be able to answer your queries. Hmm? चालेल. ते आतमध्येच ठेव मनुष्य. हा. Okay. So you have any queries, or it's everyone is hungry?
Ma'am, I think you have explained most of the part, and
Yeah.
class was very informative. So I don't think the students must be having any questions.
Okay. Okay.
Ma'am,
No problem. Yeah.
Kavita ma'am, I would request you to speak few words of appreciation about the workshop.
Thank you, ma'am. At the outset, I would like to thank Bansanga's Higher Education Committee for always supporting us to conduct such workshops. Priyanka, ma'am, you have explained everything in details very well. Technically, the faculty and students have all said what the takeaway have been, and even I have learned so much, about how to use your lines and straight lines, triangles, your structure, the flowers, which flowers go where.
Sharing.
Very, very informative. Lot of times when we are doing such arrangements, we wonder, after putting initially few maybe pillars and leaves and flowers, now one wonders how to go about it. But this definitely is a skill, it's an art, and I'm very happy that students have joined. Students from various colleges, and I really appreciate the effort that the faculty of different colleges have taken and have attended this session. Thank you very much, all. Thank you, everyone. And Kirti Madam, who's our IQAC coordinator, when she came up with this proposal and we discussed, both of us instantly agreed that this was a very good theme for to conduct a workshop and offer it to everyone. So thank you for organizing this,
One
ma'am, and
second,
thank you,
ma'am.
Priyanka.
I just want to say, can you give you 2 3 minutes? I wanted to share something. I forgot about it. I have already done just 2 minutes. I think 2 to 3 minutes it will be.
Yeah, sure,
So
go
they
ahead.
can see some arrangements and some. There is no much of a explanation in that, but the some of the arrangements photos are there. We can share that. Can I share it?
Certainly, ma'am.
I can't hear you.
Certainly, ma'am. You can go ahead.
Ask her to enable the host sharing. You can enable the host sharing. Yeah, sharing. Yeah.
Ma'am, you can share the information.
The host needs the sharing for everybody.
Ma'am, am I audible to you?
Hello.
Am I audible to
Yeah, now you are.
show the arrangements which you have done?
Yeah, but for sharing, you have to enable, na? Have you done?
Given you the permission.
Okay, just see if you can share. No, it's not opening up. I'm trying to share the screen, but it's not opening.
Yes, ma'am. I have enabled Priya also and Priyanka also, both.
Okay. Okay. It's Ikebana लिहिलेलं आहे. Yeah. It's a slideshow, so it will be over in a few minutes. Just first two slides are there with some explanation of Ikebana, but later on all the images are there. Yeah, these are the few Ikebana arrangements which are done in a different containers and different way, sometimes two containers together and all that. So mostly we use less flowers and more of a branch material, and that is how it is done. So Ikebana is mostly like that. So okay, next slide. Yeah. See, these are also some arrangements. See, usually if you don't have to use many flowers, you can use less number of flowers and create a beautiful design. That's what I wanted to show. Yeah, go ahead. Some small containers and just two or three flowers and some locally get acquired leaves or something like that. You can create a beautiful design. Go ahead. See, in this arrangement, we have used lemons in it. So how beautiful it is looking, because just of the color of the leaves is taken into those lemons, and it is without any flowers, you can create such designs. So that is how the Ikebana is so vibrant and very so beautiful. Go ahead. This is done on a stand, slightly bigger arrangement. You can do it for the lobby, and you can use lot of bigger leaves in it. That is the heliconia which is hanging. That is called hanging heliconia. Go ahead. These are few of the designs which have anthuriums, red anthuriums used in them. You can keep it in the corner of the table, corner of the room. Sorry. Go ahead. This can be kept on the table, center table, again slightly low arrangement, not very tall one. And the center portion which they have used, we have used are called ginger flowers or torch ginger. And then the white liliums are there. White anthuriums are also there on the side. Go ahead. This is with yellow liliums and the springery. Look at the springery which is flowing from the top. So it really gives, and then the driftwood or the dry wood which is used, that is the main beauty of this design. Go ahead. In this, like all the orange color, so basically this was done for some pravachan of some of the people from some organization. So for them we had done that. So orange color they wanted, orange color. Go ahead. So these are even again black and white containers used on top of each other, and just two containers are used for the flowers. Remaining containers are just kept empty, but they are looking very beautiful because of the alternate black and white colors.
Again here the basic our very regularly which we get from the market is the banana leaf stems, the bigger stems, and then the anthuriums and bigger lilium flowers make the arrangement extra. This is our regular puja samai, whatever puja deep, and in that we have done the arrangement. It really looks nice. The dry stems or the dry cane lines are actually enhancing the whole design and making it look bigger than it actually is. This was done at the mall, in the mall, entrance of the mall, with a big driftwood and a big palm. That palm is called the chardia palm. And then again the ginger flowers and anthuriums, green anthuriums and red anthuriums and all that. And everything is there. And the next arrangement is done with wooden sticks which are tied together and made a shape out of it. And on top of that, the yellow liliums and white anthuriums and other things are used. At the base, some small flowers are used. So that again the structure was created. How I have created today, even that structure we had created for the design. These are all done in the mall at the lower level of the mall where there was this empty space. So, yeah, again this you can see it's in the mall. So it was a huge space. So we had done lot of arrangements. Again here hanging heliconia we can see. And here the basic pipe we had used and raised the arrangement, and it was done in our typical brass vessel, brass plate, big brass plate. Yeah. And then the bigger, again driftwood is used, and some different materials are used here so that you can make arrangements look bigger. This was done in the, all these are done in the mall. This was done for an exhibition, so it is heliconia, sorry, red anthuriums are hanging upside down. So you can do something like this. So I think for Ganpati festival, this is one kind of design which is very useful. And then the long leaves which are hanging from upside, they are called ramban or bulrush grass. This is basic which we have done. So with just one anthurium also you can make this arrangement, the basic abstract design which we have done today. Shapes we created and then we added some flowers. So we can create with one flower also. The fans are used here at the focal point. Here you can see the fans very easily, and then other flowers. This is a rimpa style of Ikebana. This is done in the bamboo. Bamboo is also very much used in Ikebana a lot of times. Even bamboo, the fresh bamboo is also used to do big arrangements. Paper fans and a glass container is here, and then we can just make a tall arrangement with it for reception or something. Yeah, the anthurium and that yellow part is of the inside of the lotus, which you can see here. Here inside the lotus, the water lily or lotus, there is a yellow part. That yellow part is seen over there. Okay, go ahead. In the jars, you can do the arrangement in jars. You don't need expensive containers for that, or a box, so that you can gift it to someone. This is a basket. You can do arrangements in baskets. Yeah. Oh. This is a beautiful with pine. This arrangement is done with pine branch and liliums, bigger liliums. Okay. So these are smaller arrangements which are done in the basket. And with again cordyline leaves are used over there. Okay. Small containers you can gather together, keep them in collection, and then arrange flowers in it. So don't have to put flowers in all the containers. You can just put some sticks or something like that and just 2-3 flowers and it looks so beautiful. This is again the mall. We had done that bigger arrangement in the center with the subdias and red and podium. And it was beautiful. It was viewed from all the sides. Go ahead. This is one console table arrangement. It was done in the corner using the umbrella palm and the flowers in the center of the carnations, green carnations. Go ahead. This was done on the door or the wall kind of design, so you can hang it on the wall also with dry sticks in them. This was done for a 100th birthday of a grandmother. We had done for her, and there was a big celebration, so we had done this arrangement for them. This is kind of typical small arrangement. Yeah, this is a star-shaped foam which we have used, and then just arrange the flowers inside. Yeah. And this is something like door on the door, top of the door, entrance door. You can do arrangements like this. You can add some extra things into it. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Okay, ma'am, it's done.
At the end of the workshop, I would like to propose a vote of thanks. I would like to express my gratitude to our higher education committee members for allowing us to conduct the online workshop. Ms. Priyanka Khandekar ma'am for demonstrating 5 elaborate arrangements on the workshop. Principal RPH, Ms. Sayogita Muraji ma'am for her support and guidance for organizing this workshop. Principals and faculty members from other college, hotel management colleges for participation. Students for their enthusiasm and patience throughout the workshop. Lastly, faculty members from RPH, thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. We would see you for the next session when we plan in the next semester for the specialization students. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. It's my pleasure to work with all of you. It was a nice experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hope you will use it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Requesting everyone to exit the link and to review or to see the workshop again. You can visit the RPH website and the YouTube channel.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.